everyone. How are you? We're going to wait a minute to allow everyone to find us. Had some technical difficulties this morning, so I'm going to go live on my page. Yay, I did it. Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Jo Davis, and as I was saying a few minutes ago, I was having some technical difficulties getting on the other space, so I'm going to go ahead and do the live here. And I hope everybody is going to be able to find me. And let me do one more thing. Okay, let me turn off my phone so I don't get any interruptions. Make sure it's turned down. All these things that you have to do before you go live. So as you come into the group, go ahead and say hello to me. I would love to see who's in the group and who is watching. And if you could also tell me where you're actually from, that's always amazing to see the different places in the United States as well as different countries that I go to, or that is, it's broadcasted out. So, yeah, to just kind of a little bit of warning, this may be since we're doing a guided meditation for heart opening, grounding, and embedding, this this guided meditation. Okay, let me start all over. The title is Healing After Trauma with the Archangels Raphael and Gabriel. It is a guided meditation for heart opening, grounding, and embodiment of the divine light. And this guided meditation with Archangel Raphael and Gabriel will actually help open the heart. And I will be inviting their angelic presence to be with us. And I will also ask for everyone that is watching now on the live and in the near future to also align you with their highest divine light codes. So that was a whole lot there. But I am honored to do this. And for those who are trying to heal from this kind of trauma, you might want to go get some Kleenex before we actually start moving forward, because I'm going to share a story with you that is it's very, very it was a very big trauma that just came out yesterday for me, something that I had pushed back. Can everybody hear me? I see somebody saying that they're not able to hear me. If you're not able to hear me, you might need to actually turn up your volume. But if someone could let me know whether they can hear me so that we can get through this in a very peaceful way. Okay, thank you, Mary, for letting me know. So, hi, Mary. Thank you for being here. Hi, Claire. You might need to turn up your cell phone or your tablet, whatever you're watching from. And hi, Erica. Thank you for letting me know. So, like I said, you might need to go get a Kleenex, as we're kind of doing all this in different in one place, but there was a lot of different changes that happened. Um, and so I didn't want to, go on late, so we just kind of did it a different way. So I'm going to wait just a moment longer before I begin. Okay, you might want water and a Kleenex. I know I might need a Kleenex as I share this with everyone. So, what I will start to share is Julia Grief, who is from Transmissions of Light, and myself, Healing Light with Lisa Joe, have made or have opened a private group called Anchoring Light with the Archangels and Masters. And the reason that we opened up was we're collaborating together, and we both have been receiving different messages, and we decided this is what we needed to do. And we're going to be focusing in that group on different topics, different countries. For the month of May, the whole month of May, we sent anchoring light into the Earth's grid. Well, the new topic starting June the 1st will be regarding human trafficking awareness. And as I was gathering information and writing these type of things out for for today's presentation, I I re- I remember a incident that happened to me. I believe I was maybe 20 years old, and Spirit told me that later that I should share this before we move forward. So when I was 19, 20-ish, I worked out the mall at a leather shop, and afterwards, everybody was invited to go to two brothers' houses. And so I went with, all the other girls there and everything. And um, there was drinking alcohol. I'm not going to lie about that. And what I didn't know was they actually drugged me within the drinks, and they drugged many of the other girls that were there at the party. So when I woke up the next day, I had my clothes on, my shoes and socks were off, but my clothes were still on, and I woke up to see a few of the girls asleep still. And so I thought, oh, that's kind of really weird. Okay. And so I got up, put my shoes and socks on, woke up a couple of the other girls to let them know, it was morning and everything. And I drove. As I got up, all of my lady parts were extremely irritated and very, very uncomfortable and sore, and they hurt. And I couldn't figure out what was going on, other than maybe, I had, relationships with somebody else, which, as you know, I was conked out because I told you, and I wasn't aware of myself giving them permission or anything else like that. So I went back to work the next day, and these two brothers were no longer working at that place. They didn't even show up for their work the previous day, and didn't show up the day that I went there. No one knew where they were. Apparently, one of the girls went and checked their apartment that they were in, and they had actually moved out. So, that being said, I didn't report it. It was a time, and actually, a lot of women that do get attacked or raped, they tend to not always report it. Although I will say that now there's more of an awareness where, and more of an empowerment to allow to allow justice, is I guess what I'm saying. Me, this I'm 64 years old. So this happened about 44 years ago. So at that time, women were shamed. It was your fault. What were you drinking? What were you dressed like? And they shifted the victim to being you wanted it. So I had buried that so deeply inside of me. And what a lot of you don't know, and only a few of you know, was that was the third time that I had been raped in my life between the ages of 18 and 20. I also have a history of an older man that had molested me as a child. So that trauma I worked out and I went through, and then the other two incidents that happened to me of not giving my consent, I worked through that. But this particular incident that I'm talking to you about now was so buried that it was just very traumatized. It shocked my nervous system. I talked to my husband and I asked him, "Have I ever told you this?" Because at this point I was crying, and he's like, "No, I never knew." So that's how buried. And we'll be married. Um, June 20th, we'll be married 39 years, and I've never ever even shared that with him. I had totally forgot. I had pushed it down so far down that this instance of us addressing human trafficking and awareness really came up on me. But when it came up on me and it was released was when we're going to be talking about little signs that you can use to let someone know that you're in trouble, either or that you need help. So we'll be discussing those kind of things in the Anchoring Light with Archangels and Masters. And it is a private group. Um, it is a private group, and so you can kind of voice your concerns or your ideas, or even share things there privately without having to worry about it going out and about for other things. Um, I did connect with two of my friends and shared with them what I was going through. And again, got the confirmation that it was my nervous system that got shocked. And I had start clearing, but I wasn't at the point where I really cleared a whole lot. And after talking with one of my friends, I, went and I did the clearing. I went up to Creator's Realm, and I did a lot of clearing, and it was a lot easier for me to clear it this time. That I feel like I was really successful because I had all of that support that was above. Having other times of abuse that happened to me, that's the word that I'll use, is it took me many, many, many years to get through it, because I had to peel back all of the layers. And this, and I've been doing a pretty good job of, for a few years of, way back, I let a lot of it go. And then when I started doing this energy work, a lot more was released. So I did ask Creator to forgive the two brothers for what they did, and I also asked for healing to go to any of their victims before that incident or after that incident, so that they would also be able to heal. After I came out of Creator's Realm, I came back and I grounded into the earth again and did a little bit more crying. I felt a lot better than I did earlier in the day. And this morning when I woke up, um, I was told that, I was still kind of in that sleepy stage. So I was telling a Creator or somebody, maybe my spiritual team was talking to me, letting me know that the reason that happened was so that I could share today. And it's, to me, it's amazing how that worked. The trauma that happened so far and was so deeply hurting to me, I was able to share that story with you and allow you a place where you can start to heal if that has ever happened to you. Um, I feel honored. You know, my younger self was didn't feel that way, but I feel honored that that actually unfortunately happened. But I feel honored that I can share and maybe allow somebody else to open up and, you know, seek medical attention or go see a counselor. Um, because those kind of things are held very deeply, and if you're not able to get resolution from something that has happened currently or in the past, you really do need to go see a therapist or a counselor to allow that to begin to heal. And when you start healing, you may heal a layer of what is in your mind, and you may think you're good at it, and then another layer comes up and brings you back to the beginning. Sometimes there's a lot of different layers you have to heal. You know, your body can only take so much trauma, and so this is why it comes out in different layers at a time, to allow you to cope, um, and not feel so overwhelmed. I I don't know what else to say about that, but it was a very horrific um, experience, and it was horrific for me yesterday. So I did do a lot of crying and releasing, and the biggest release came when I forgave them. I know it's hard to forgive someone who has done that to you, but you're doing it for yourself, right? They knew what they were doing, and I just left that up to God to deal with them. So, having said that, I hope you I hope you understand what I was trying to tell you. And I last night came to me of what the meditation was going to be about. And today's meditation has to do with addressing that issue, but it is called Healing Trauma with the Archangels Raphael and Gabriel. So during this meditation, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to actually say some affirmations for you, and towards the end, I'm going to do a closing blessing prayer for you, and then I'll bring you back into your body, and you know you're going to hopefully feel a little better. Um, so if you're ready, let's begin. If you need to go run and get a glass of water or a Kleenex, please do so. Yesterday I couldn't even talk hardly without crying, so I have released so much, and I am so grateful for my friends who listened to me and heard me. Right? They heard me, and sometimes the best healing can come from just being able to talk to someone, voice what has happened to you, and you know, be able to be heard. That's kind of the bottom line of this. So this morning, with the idea of what was going to happen today and the discussion that we were going to talk about, I do find it very interesting in how this is going to be with you as well. And trauma can happen not just sexually, but it can be a traumatic experience of losing someone that you loved, or you know, car accident, or you got, you know, you had to have surgery and it was really traumatic. Traumatic experiences tend to lock into the body until we're at a place where we can release or we can start holding it. Some people do release it as they go through their life, and other people, like me in this incident, they just kept pushing it back and pushing it back because it was too uncomfortable to deal with. So, I thank you for being here and thank you for allowing me to share my story. I thought that I would really be doing a lot of crying, but I do have a little bit of wetness in my eyes, but not enough to um, bring down the tears. I think by sharing my story, this has empowered me more for myself and hopefully for others to encourage them to seek guidance if that is what is needed to do. But I do hope that this guided meditation today will actually help you resolve some of your past trauma. So begin by finding a comfortable position. And allow your body to soften and settle. You can either sit in a chair or you can lie down, just as long as you can hear my voice. I would like you to close your eyes gently and begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose and exhaling fully. Again, inhale peace through your nose and exhale any tension you may be carrying. Allow the rhythm of your breath to begin to slow down, and with each inhale, welcome in calmness. And with each exhale, release what no longer serves you. Again, breathe in, calm your breath as you inhale, and as you exhale, release what no longer serves you. Continue your breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Bringing that calmness into you and releasing what needs to be released today. Now I would like you to bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Visualize gentle roots of light extending down from your body, your feet, into the earth. These roots grow deep into the soil, anchoring you into the core of the planet. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. It is steady, it is strong, it is supportive and unwavering. Allow yourself to feel the energy that is there swirling around you. And as you stay and keep your focus there for now, and from this grounded space, we call forth the radiant presence of Archangel Raphael, the divine healer, and Archangel Gabriel, sacred messenger of hope and light. With open hearts, we invite their angelic presence to surround us. Bring your awareness back into your body, into your mind, and feel their energy arriving like a gentle breeze, calm, loving, warm, supportive. Raphael's emerald green light begins to flow into your heart, soothing the places that ache, dissolving grief, fear, and old pain. Gabriel's pearlescent white gold light begins to surround you, your throat and crown, restoring clarity, trust, and your divine voice. Their angelic wings are embracing you and your entire being. You are in a safe place, you are seen, and you are loved right here, right now. Can you feel them around you? Can you feel them supporting you? Allow their light to gently move through your entire body, from the crown of your head flowing into the third eye, into the throat, down through your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, flowing through your heart, moving down to your solar plexus, to your sacral center, and anchoring deeply into your root chakra and traveling down into the earth through your grounding roots. Breathe in and know this light carries the highest divine light codes. These are sacred frequencies of remembrance, wholeness, and peace. They are aligning with your cells, your DNA, and your energy field. You are being healed. You are being restored. You are becoming whole again. And take a moment to receive all of these beautiful energies coming into you. Let these energies fully anchor into your body. Feel them integrate into your bones, your breath, your blood, your nervous system. Continue to have a normal rhythm in your breathing. And with every heartbeat, you radiate divine healing light. I'm going to say some affirmations. If you feel guided, you can repeat after me, either silently or out loud, or you can choose just to listen and acknowledge. I am grounded in love. I am anchored in divine truth. I welcome healing. I choose peace. I now embody my highest divine light. I would like you to rest here for a few minutes longer, allowing the light to settle deeply within you. I would like you to listen to this closing blessing as you allow the light to settle deeply within you. May the healing light of Archangel Raphael restore all that was wounded, and may Archangel Gabriel's divine truth awaken your inner voice and sacred clarity. May your body feel safe to receive. Your heart will feel safe to open. And your spirit be free to rise in the light of who you truly are. You are whole. You are radiant. You are beloved beyond measure. And remember, you are held. You are renewed. And the angels remain by your side. When you are ready, begin to return to the space around you and back into your body. as your body fully accepts you. As you take your next breath in and release, you may wiggle your fingers and toes as you take a gentle breath in and release. Open up your eyes, adjusting to the light around you. If you're laying down, I would advise you to sit up carefully and slowly. So while you're trying to come back fully into your body, some of the aftercares that I always suggest is rest if you need to. This is a time of healing your body, so just listen to it. It will guide you into what it needs. If you've done a lot of crying, that's a good thing to release. Sometimes we hold it in and it's just so hard to release, letting go of those tears. So if you find yourself crying or tearing up, allow that process to move forward with you. You may even want to journal your experience of this meditation or other experiences of trauma that you released today. And I would like you to share, if you feel like the person that you're sharing this with could truly benefit from today's meditation. I did include the link to join the private group of Anchoring Light with the Archangels and Masters as the next, and that's on Facebook, and the next 2 weeks in June, we are going to be focusing on human trafficking and awareness, and that it can happen to anybody. I feel very lucky that that did not happen to me, because I could have woke up completely somewhere different, not even knowing what happened or where I was carried or brought to. I am thankful that that didn't happen, but there's many other people, women, men, female and male children. It can happen to anybody, anywhere within the world. So, if you feel like sharing, I would love to hear what you say. You can always message me privately if it's too personal and you don't want to share anything with anybody. But I would be interested in finding out how you felt during this meditation and what it did for you. You can listen to this as many times as you need to allow that healing to take place, because like I was saying earlier, it can be very deep and you may only be able to let go and release. Cutting cords with Archangel Michael is also a good place to start. You can check out my YouTube account on YouTube channel with Healing Light with Lisa Joe. I have over 90 videos in the playlist, and if you search up on my Healing Light with Lisa Joe YouTube channel, there is a video there that talks about cutting cords with Archangel Michael. If you would like to work with me privately, all my links are below. Just, go ahead and get a hold of me and we will work together. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming forward and allowing me to have this space and I'm very honored to be here, and I'm really glad that I was able, that this information came forward and I was able to release it. So again, I thank you for being here, and thank you so much. Have a blessed day, my friends.